What's up? Time for another vlog. We're on the way to Elk Grove because I'm gonna be renewing my substitute credential. So today I want to talk about how much money I make as a substitute post-college.
In 2 miles, take exit 286 onto Elk Grove Boulevard.
Get serious talking instead. So, I didn't go to school to be a teacher. I just a byproduct, something that was easy to pick up, some quick, easy money. But subbing actually pays pretty well. I don't know who the teachers are that are complaining that they don't get paid enough, but I've seen. So the website's called EdJoin. It's like a website for both teachers and substitutes and everything in between. And they make there's like the higher end, and these are subs, by the way, not permanent teachers. So the permanent teachers have to make more, but the subs, they're making like on the highest end, they were making like 106,000 a year. That's pretty good. That's 6 figures. I mean, I know 6 figures don't carry as much weight, but for just having a 4-year college degree, that's not bad at all. Starting, that's not bad at all, and I'm sure you get raises. So I'm not making that, obviously. That would require me to work full time. But teachers have a lot of perks, especially subs, because I mean, just imagine you're a full-time teacher and then you get the whole freaking summer off to do whatever you want, and then I'm pretty sure you could schedule your payments to where you're still getting paid during those 2 months where you're not working. So substitute teaching, if you have your degree and you should want a quick honestly easy job. I mean, it might not be as easy to get it for most people.
Use the second lane from right to take exit 286 onto Elk Grove Boulevard.
But it's once you get the job, it's so easy. Like, you're literally, especially high school, you're literally just sitting there, just watching the kids. I mean, you could damn near be, I mean, you shouldn't, but you damn near be on your phone or like your computer. I'm gonna start just reading a book because, I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Take the exit, then take the first left onto Elk Grove Boulevard.
But yeah, man, substitute teaching, it's very
at the light,
oh my God.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn onto Elk Grove Boulevard.
So I was looking for a job that's not very labor intensive because I don't want to be exhausted once it's time for me to go work out at the gym, boxing. So I found something where I'm just really using my head, watching these students, making sure they're not messing around and they're doing the work. But pretty much, well, how do you get the job? I'll probably start with that. So to get the job, you have to, then I'll finish out with how much I get paid in Elk Grove. I'm working for Elk Grove Unified School District, but I work whenever I want. I'll get into that later. So in order to be a substitute anywhere in California, you have to pass a few tests. So there's a math, English, and writing. Yeah, so math, English, and writing. So the math is just basic. Probably the highest level of math is like algebra 1, which gotta get my sleeping schedule right. But yeah, I mean, algebra 1, if you're decent at algebra 1, you'll probably pass it. It's I forget how many questions it was, but it's multiple choice. Obviously you have to still solve the problem.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Elk Grove Florin Road.
Yeah, so you have to pass a math test, and then you have to pass so it's all multiple choice. But anyway, you have to pass also an English test, where, what do? Also, it's like reading. You read and then you like answer some multiple choice questions, and then you have a writing test where I think you write an essay about a certain topic. So they're just testing to see if you're like a literate individual, if you're a decently smart individual. But the tests aren't hard, they're super basic. And yeah, once you pass those 3 tests, you need like a few letters of recommendation, and some work experience, obviously, and what else? You have to pay for your credential once you get it. You have to do the interview. The interview is super easy. Oh, background check, obviously. So it's honestly like it is a few things, but it's not that hard. It's just time consuming. And but once you get through all that, you can. So the thing that's cool about subbing is once you get through all that, it's just an app. Well, my app is called Smart Fund Express, but basically all you have to do is you log on the app. I don't know if any of you have ever DoorDash before, but it's pretty similar to DoorDash in the sense that you just log on to the app whenever you want to work, and then you accept the job, and that's it. You're working for that day. You could schedule it a week in advance. You can schedule it a few days in advance. You could even get it like the day of, which I like to do so a lot of time, because when you schedule the day of for like a full day, but like let's say let's say the job was from like 8 to 3, but you wake up and you don't see the job until 9. You accept that at 9. You call them like, hey, I won't be there until 10. You still get paid for a full day.
Go past this light. Then, at the next one, turn left.
You still get paid for a full day even though you didn't work the full day. So that's a huge plus. Now you know. I gave you the hack. But yeah, so you log onto this app and you just accept the job, and then you work that day. So that's what I love about that, complete freedom. You don't have to really report to nobody. It's not like you're showing up somewhere and people are telling you, hey, you're working this and that day. You choose your own schedule and you work when you want to work. You could just not work at all and no one's ever gonna come looking for you. Or you could work every day if you wanted to, really. So that's what's cool about being a sub. And then once you're actually at the job, like, well, it's different. For middle school and elementary school, you will need a lot more patience. If you like kids, then it's gonna be super easy still. But if you don't, you're not gonna like it. But high school is super chill, super easy. I'm sure if any of you remember having a sub in high school, it's like the same thing. The teacher comes in, and then
at the light, use the left lane to turn onto Elk Grove Florin Road.
So the teacher comes in. Everybody has work to do on their Chromebooks. Everything's freaking online now, and they just work on it. I mean, a lot of the students, they're just on their phones. Really, they shouldn't be, but they sneak them behind their freaking Chromebooks, and they pretty much entertain themselves. Like, there's not much you have to do. You just sit there, make sure they're not messing around, and then they're not outside the classroom, and you get paid. So how much you get paid? So the amount that you get paid depends. The amount that you get paid depends on where you're at, what city or what district you're working for. So Elk Grove Unified pays 200 and I think 210. It might be more now. 210 a day. So that's like regardless of, well, I mean, not regardless. You have to work at least X amount of hours. I think a full day is like 6 hours, which is, I don't remember the math, but it's like around 40 something an hour maybe. 4 times 6 no. It's close to 40 an hour. Let's do the math real quick, because I'm not gonna do it in my head. I'm not like my boy Ray, they can just do math. Let's say 210 divided by 6 would be 35 an hour. But most of the time you end up really only working like 5 hours, because you get the whole lunch, you get a bunch of breaks, sometimes you even get like a whole or a few whole class sessions to just do whatever you want. Like, you just be chilling
at the next light, turn left.
Like I'll have days where, like, let's say I'll have a first, second, and third period, but then I won't have a fourth and fifth, and then I'll have to wait for the sixth period. Those third and fourth,
at the light, turn left.
Those fourth and fifth periods, I'm still getting paid, but I'm just hanging out, eating my lunch or something, on top of getting a lunch break. or sometimes I won't have a 6th period and I'll leave super early. So I'll also get paid, but I've only ever worked at most 5 hours. 210 divided by 5. That's like 42 an hour. That's not bad. Not where I want to end up at, obviously, but it's still really good for very, very little work, or really no work at all.
You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
So I just got here to the Elk Grove Unified School District, the office, the main office. Yeah, I'll show you.
Arrived.
So I'm coming over here because I renewed my credential, but I'm not seeing the jobs on the app currently, so that means they gotta do something on their end. But I get paid $210 per day. It's probably more now. Some in the Bay Area I get paid $250 a day, and sometimes $300 a day for certain schools. $300 a day for not doing shit is really, really good. Like that 300, you'll notice that 300 real quick. It adds up real quick. So in 3 days, that's like $1,000. I mean, 900 really, but you know what I mean. So damn, this parking spot's terrible. Oh my god, what's the part like that? So yeah, in 3 days you can make like about $1,000 if you work in the Bay. I'm not working. I'm employed in the Bay and Elk Grove. That's how I know about the Bay. But yeah, man, really good money, really good easy money. Highly recommend. Especially if you're a pro boxer like me, trying to make money and not be super labor intensive. Like imagine working I don't know, literally any other job that involves customer service or a lot of labor. If I only work 4 days or one day a week, I'll still make over $100 for the month. That could cover food and gas. So like that's easy money right there. Anyway, definitely recommend subbing. I'm gonna go in there right now, renew my credentials so I can make more money. I'm probably gonna just work Fridays. Fridays are super easy. Usually I'll pick them up day of, and then it'll be like work 4 or 5 hours, and then super easy, make money, and it's cool interacting with the kids. I try to inspire them and give them motivation, keep them in line, But highly recommend subbing. Said that like 5 times already. It's good money, it's easy money, and it's not labor intensive. You just gotta put in the work, and you gotta show up and get the job, obviously. But they're like dying for teachers right now, especially male teachers. That's a huge advantage. As a male teacher, the kids just respect you a lot more. Not trying to be sexist. It is what it is. Even the female teachers tell me this. It's a female dominated career. So like when these young students see a male teacher, they immediately have a sense of respect, and they're just, especially me being a pro boxer, I let them know like I'm a pro boxer, and they just lose their shit. Like they're just like, oh wow, they think it's so cool. But anyway, try out subbing. That's all I got.